to Deep Sleep Stories. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. If these stories help you relax or fall asleep, a short review, comment, or sharing the podcast with someone who might benefit is a simple and meaningful way to support the show so that we may continue to offer it for free. Now, take a slow, gentle breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. Take a slow, cleansing breath and allow the world around you to soften. Gently close your eyes if you wish, or simply let your gaze rest on a single point. Notice how your shoulders begin to loosen, how your forehead unfurls like a calm, open sky. In this quiet space, all is unhurried. Tonight, we will journey to the beaches of Rio de Janeiro, where festive rhythms and soft ocean breezes carry you into a realm of gentle peace. Feel the subtle pull of gravity as it connects you to the surface beneath you. Your legs and arms grow pleasantly heavy, as though the weight of the day is flowing out with each breath you release. Let your thoughts settle. They can drift like clouds across a sunlit sky, untethered and free. Sense your heartbeat steadying in your chest, each pulse a gentle reminder of the life and warmth that reside within you. As you continue to breathe in, observe the air filling your lungs with a quiet energy. And on the slow exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. This moment is entirely yours, a time to rest and renew. Envision the faint glow of lanterns illuminating a sandy shore, silhouettes dancing in the distance, and a soft humming of music carried on a late-night breeze. You can almost hear the gentle call of ocean waves, beckoning you closer to their tranquil lullaby. You might allow yourself the gift of deep relaxation now, sinking into a place of ease. There is no rush, no demand, only the warm invitation of a summer evening by the sea. As you settle deeper into this calm, imagine stepping onto a moonlit beach. Picture the delicate footprints pressed into cool, damp sand and sense the hush of the night holding all in comforting arms. The world moves slowly here, as if choreographed by a soft, whispering tide. Stay in this restful pause a moment longer, letting the images of the sandy shore and the soothing ocean air cradle you. With each gentle breath, know you have permission to drift. In your next exhale, you release all lingering tensions, allowing your mind and body to blend into the stillness. And now, from this place of deepening serenity, you may begin to experience the unfolding of a peaceful scene. Quietly, the story begins. Far along the coastline, where tall palm trees sway in the hush of night, a woman named Lucia steps barefoot onto the warm sand. The moon hangs low and luminous, painting a silvery path across the rolling tide. Lucia breathes in the damp, salty air, feeling it brush softly against her cheeks. She can hear the distant echo of a melodic guitar strum, its chords mingling with the gentle hush of the surf. As she walks, her steps align with the rhythmic lullaby of the waves, each footfall guided by the night's quiet symphony. Her hair, dark and loosely braided, shimmers beneath the moonlight. The fringe of her simple linen dress catches a playful breeze, shifting in time to the easy tempo of distant samba beats. In the sky, A few scattered stars watch over her, glimmering as if they too listen closely for the music that draws her forward. She senses a subtle anticipation in the air, something joyous and welcoming, like an unspoken invitation that calls her closer to the heart of Rio's night. Nearby, a slender path of wooden planks winds toward a cluster of lanterns arranged along the shore. These small lights glow like fireflies, dancing in the gentle wind. As Lucia nears the lantern, she hears the soft hum of voices and the unmistakable warmth of Brazilian harmonies. The notes sway gracefully, rising and falling, with the same gentle pulse that cradles the city in its nocturnal embrace. A few palm fronds rustle softly, whispering secrets of the balmy evening. A festive energy radiates from the small gathering. Men and women sit in a loose circle, some reclining on woven blankets, others perched on driftwood logs. They wear light clothing in colors that reflect the lively nature of Rio's culture: soft yellows, breezy pinks, and crisp whites. Their sandals rest in small piles at the circle's edge, as though everyone has agreed to feel the sand beneath their feet. Among them, a gifted guitarist gently plucks at the strings, weaving a tapestry of notes that drift across the shoreline. The beach itself glistens with the faint reflection of moonbeams, each grain of sand shimmering in subtle luminescence. Beyond the circle of lanterns, the Atlantic Ocean spreads out like a boundless mirror, reflecting the evening sky's luminescent arc. The night air is warm, yet tinged with a delicate coolness carried by the wind. It wraps around Lucia's shoulders, a mild caress that makes her feel both invigorated and calm. She smiles, remembering the many evenings she has walked this stretch of shoreline, yet tonight feels more enchanting than ever. Lucia approaches the gathering, drawn by the shared tranquility that seems to settle there like a soft glow. A woman with a cheerful laugh waves her over, gesturing for her to join the circle. Smiling in gratitude, Lucia steps into the lantern light, finding a welcoming spot on a small woven blanket. The gentle strumming continues, accompanied by hushed voices singing in Portuguese, each word rising and falling like a lullaby. Though the night sky is full of quiet promise, the beach retains a subdued hum of life. Farther down the coast, the lights of Rio glimmer in the distance, tall buildings shining like constellations closer to the horizon. The city's heartbeat is present, but muted by the hush of the sea and the intimate circle of gentle celebration. It is a festival of calm, a tapestry woven of restful cheer and a shared love of simple pleasures. The guitarist, a young man named João, closes his eyes as he plays. His fingers glide over the strings as naturally as the breeze traces across the water. He strums slow chords that sway like gentle waves, each note drawing attention to its delicate beauty before dissolving into the next. The group hums softly along, occasionally joining in with playful taps or light clapping that complements the relaxed tempo. Every so often, the lull of the music mingles with the tranquil hush of the wind, as if the two are partners in a dance of echoes. Lucia watches the sea, listening to its sighs between verses of the quiet songs. She traces small patterns in the sand with her fingertips, drawing spirals that mirror the fluid motion of the ocean. Her heart feels at ease, carried by the unspoken unity of the group. The gathering is an unhurried communion of souls, a restful place to share lingering laughter, gentle conversation, and an unfiltered love for the natural beauty that surrounds them. An older man, Paolo, sits near the edge of the circle, leaning back on his hands. His voice, rich with experience, joins the melody in a low harmony. His eyelids flutter in the warm glow of the lanterns, and he occasionally glances toward the city lights. He can recall times when the beaches were less crowded, the nights quieter, and the moon seemed brighter. Yet he also cherishes the vibrant pulse of modern Rio, grateful for evenings like this one, a harmonious blending of past and present. Soft conversation drifts through the air like the threads of a gentle breeze. Light-hearted tales of the day's adventures mingle with reflections on future plans, but each word is enveloped in a subdued hush, keeping the serene mood intact. Whenever someone grows a bit too animated, a friendly chuckle or a warm smile gently reminds them of the intimate stillness they share. Not far from the circle, two friends sit side by side in the sand, away from the lantern's direct glow. Their quiet murmurs rise and fall with the tide's distant song. The dim silhouette of their profiles suggests stories whispered under the protective canopy of night. Their voices are unhurried, as though they too have decided to release all urgency, letting their words float free like fireflies in the summer dusk. Waves continue to roll onto the shore in a timeless rhythm. Each crest builds, rises in a gentle hush, then folds softly against the beach. The water flows up, then recedes, leaving behind a sheen of moonlit foam that glistens momentarily before vanishing into the sand. This pattern is endless, yet infinitely tender, echoing the living pulse of the ocean and the quiet hearts gathered on the shore. As the music drifts into another tune, João's guitar takes on a softly festive energy, reminiscent of bossa nova's soothing syncopations. A faint tapping begins, someone's palm against the wooden plank beneath them. It's neither loud nor forceful, just a rhythmic complement to the swaying guitar. Another voice hums a gentle improvisation over the chord changes, layering new melodies upon the established hush of the night. Laughter ripples once again through the small circle, carried by the warm darkness. A passing breeze tugs gently at the lantern flames. Each flicker wavers, throwing dancing shadows across the sand. The golden light captures brief snapshots of smiling faces, half-closed eyelids, and contented expressions. In the shadows, the hush is richer, the night's tapestry woven from music, starlight, and the ephemeral glow of devotion to peace. Moments pass, each one a small treasure in the mosaic of an endless evening. Lucia leans back on her forearms, tilting her face to the sky. The moon, nearly full, seems to watch over them like a benevolent guardian. Around it, specks of starlight peer through the fringes of drifting clouds. She inhales slowly, savoring the blend of ocean breeze and lantern warmth. There is a soft hint of roasted corn drifting from a vendor's cart further down the beach. A gentle reminder that life abides beyond the circle, though it does not intrude. At times the music fades into near silence, where only a single guitar string resonates, hanging in the air as if waiting for a reply. But there is no hurry. The next note comes when it's ready, falling like a feather on a breeze. In these intervals, the lull of the ocean's voice grows stronger, reclaiming center stage in the grand symphony of the night. The group basks in the spaciousness, letting each pause linger in the soft cradle of darkness. Lucia's gaze drifts over to a small flicker down the beach. A few more lanterns form another small cluster near the shoreline, possibly another gathering of friends sharing music and stories. She feels a sense of kinship, imagining a night of quiet celebration stretching the length of the coast, with scattered pockets of people tapped into the gentle wonder of the ocean's presence. The hush of the vast Atlantic merges them all in a single tapestry of calm delight. Overhead, the palms rustle again, their fronds brushing together in a gentle hush that seems almost like applause for the night's performance. Their silhouettes stand tall and graceful, guardians of this moonlit festival of stillness. The faint chirp of nighttime insects punctuates the music, nature's own subtle percussion section. And from time to time, a soft whistle of wind spirals around the group, stirring hair and clothing, as if reminding everyone to soak in the moment. Lucia gently closes her eyes, letting her body rock in the same rhythm she imagines the waves must feel as they roll onto the beach. The guitar's next melody has a lilting, airy quality, reminiscent of samba tunes drifting from a faraway cafe. She pictures the bright murals and quaint streets of Rio during the day, where color and movement abound. Yet here, under the moon, everything is subdued, as though the city has gently bowed its head for nighttime's lullaby. Gradually, Juon's playing becomes quieter, each chord placed with intention and space in between. The hush that follows each chord is just as poignant as the chord itself, an invitation to deeper stillness. Someone passes around a woven basket of fresh fruit slices, pineapple, mango, a bit of papaya. Lucia takes one, savoring the cool, sweet burst of flavor. It reminds her of life's simple joys, the taste of ocean air, the sound of shared laughter, the comfort of a timeless night. A few steps away, a young girl named Isabel, perhaps 10 or 11 years old, sits cross-legged with her mother. She claps softly along with the music, her wide eyes bright with delight. The hush of the gathering seems to have captured her curiosity, as if she's discovered a secret realm where nighttime reveals a magic that daytime cannot. Her mother gently strokes her hair, and they share a knowing smile, a tender moment of closeness. Paolo, still leaning back, adjusts his posture and sighs contentedly. His voice resonates deep and smooth as he sings a few lines, weaving a lullaby in homage to the night sky. Each note glides out in a calm hush, and the circle nods in appreciation. When his refrain ends, the guitar picks up a new thread of melody, dancing lightly around the echoes of his voice. As the moments float by, the group's energy shifts into an even more restful state. Some people close their eyes, letting the music carry them toward a soft, meditative space. Others watch the moonlit waves, lulled by the repeating pattern of foam and quiet hush. A few whisper to one another, exchanging heartfelt gratitude for this precious respite from the demands of daily life. In the background, the palm trees continue their gentle rustling, steady as a lullaby's refrain. Lucia rises from her blanket briefly, stepping a bit closer to the water's edge. The cool sand beneath her feet gives way to the delicate lap of the surf. She lets the gentle ripple wash over her ankles. The sensation of water meeting land at night has always felt to her like an intimate conversation, cool and warm blending, a small dance of earth and sea that continues without interruption. Above her, the moon's reflection flickers in the undulating surface. Each wave that greets Lucia's feet carries a whisper, as though the ocean shares secrets only heard when the city sleeps. She closes her eyes, focusing on the hush of the water, the faint hum of the guitar behind her, and the calm that envelops her entire being. She feels connected to something vast and timeless, a bond with the ancient rhythms that shaped this shoreline long before any foot touched the sand. When she finally turns to return to the circle, she carries the ocean's tranquility with her, woven into her steps. A mild breeze lifts the strands of her hair as she settles back onto her blanket. The lanterns flicker in welcome. Juan offers a gentle nod in her direction, continuing his soft improvisation, a lullaby for the midnight hour. Lucia senses an unspoken understanding passing between them, a shared reverence for the moment. This unity is not loud or demanding. It is simply there, like a gentle tide lapping at her awareness. In the distance, a faint glow of city lights can still be seen, but the hush of the gathering remains intact. A couple stands, offering quiet farewells, their voices as low as the sound of shifting sand. They slip away, arms wrapped around each other, disappearing into the darkness beyond the glow of the lanterns. Though their absence is noted, the gathering remains whole, its warmth undiminished. Paolo leans forward now, stirring the sand with an outstretched hand. He reminisces about old festivals and coastal traditions, speaking softly so as not to break the spell of the night. Some gather closer to listen, others continue gazing at the sea. He tells of times when the city's rhythms were simpler, but always guided by love for music. His tale meanders like a languid stream, occasionally pausing for the music to fill the hush. Everyone listens, lulled by the gentle interplay of voice, story, and melody. Meanwhile, the ocean continues its ancient song, unwavering in its devotion to the shore. Stars shimmer faintly, their light gently veiled by a thin layer of clouds, drifting lazily across the sky. The moon remains the steadfast beacon, bathing the scene in its silvery glow. A sense of timelessness unfolds, where minutes slip away without notice, replaced by the softness of each breath, each chord, each ripple of water. Juon's fingers trace a final soothing pattern on the guitar strings, a concluding melody that feels both restful and celebratory. The group allows the silence that follows to settle like a gentle blanket. In that silence, the ocean's hush fills the space, its voice more than enough to cradle the moment. Lucia closes her eyes once more, inhaling slowly, savoring the aroma of salt, lantern smoke, and the lingering sweetness of fruit. As the hour drifts on, more of the circle eases into quiet observation. Some tip their heads back to study the stars, some daydream with half-closed eyes, letting the hush cradle them deeper into stillness. The mild rustle of a turning page hints that someone is sketching or writing. Footsteps across the sand indicate that others may be taking a short, reflective walk along the shore. Each person moves according to their inner tide, relaxed, unpressured. Lucia notices her own breathing becoming increasingly slow and even, as though she's in harmony with the lullaby around her. Every cell in her body seems aligned with rest. She can almost hear her own heartbeat, quiet and steady, each thump echoing the gentle strum of the evening's lullaby. Her hands rest lightly in her lap, her eyes drifting open and closed without a trace of urgency. The soft hum of conversation picks up again, but only in hushed tones. The topics are gentle, memories of childhood summers, the taste of favorite home-cooked meals, the whimsy of falling stars. Periodically the music returns, a playful chord here, or a wandering melody there, each note adrift on the sea of quiet. The sense of togetherness is comforting and unwavering. Eventually the music takes on a new form, a gentle singing of a few old standards. Juon leads, his voice low, harmonizing with the ocean breeze. Paolo joins in, weaving a second layer, and a few others offer faint echoes of the refrain. It's a lullaby shared by many in Brazil, an ode to evenings by the sea, a love letter to the rhythms of the soul. The group remains still, drinking in each syllable, each pause. Across the beach, the tide's gentle hush rises. A whisper of foam creeps closer, gliding further up the sand with each wave. Tiny shells glint under the moonlight, shaped by ages of tumbling in salt water. Each piece of shell seems a token of the ocean's patient artistry. In the circle of lanterns, time floats freely, unnoticed. Somewhere among the palm trees, the faint chirp of a night bird resonates. Its call weaves into the hush like an instrument in the beach's quiet orchestra. For a moment, Lucia opens her eyes, spotting the bird's silhouette flutter from one palm frond to the next. The scene feels dreamlike, as though each element, the music, the bird, the water, the stars, exists in perfect harmony. A soft lull in the conversation opens a window to nature's gentle presence. Crickets sing in the undergrowth, a subtle cascade of staccato notes blending seamlessly with the hush. The lights from the city glow like distant fireflies, bridging the gap between human habitation and the serenity of the beach. For a spell, the circle remains suspended in that unity, souls drifting on currents of peaceful reflection. Eventually, Isabel leans her head against her mother's shoulder, eyelids heavy. It's well past a typical bedtime, but the hush of the celebration has lulled her into a calm too pleasant to leave. Her mother strokes her hair, humming a lullaby in time with the gentle guitar. In that moment, the entire gathering feels like one collective breath, an exhalation of tension and an inhalation of contentment. Over the next stretch of time, the group begins to feel the pull of deeper rest. One by one, they move gently to pack up small belongings, blankets folded, stray fruit pieces tidied. Lanterns are either snuffed out or allowed to burn low, the dancing flames mimicking tired eyes, slowly blinking closed. Farewells are exchanged in whispers, each departing soul carrying the night's gentle spirit with them. Lucia lingers, letting the music and the hush continue in her mind. She knows she'll recall this gathering fondly whenever she needs a moment of calm in the bustle of everyday life. The simplicity, the closeness to nature, and the shared peace will remain within her like a cherished melody, ready to be replayed when the world seems too loud. She stands, brushing sand from her dress, and gazes up at the moon one last time. One by one, the final souls drift away from the lantern light. The beach grows quieter still, though the gentle hush has never truly left. The tide continues its rhythmic dance, the breeze its gentle whisper through the palms. Lucia walks along the shoreline, making her way home. Each step on the cool, moonlit sand feels like a soft embrace of the earth itself. She hears Zhuang's last whispered notes fading behind her, interwoven with the endless voice of the waves. A sense of fulfillment settles in her chest, as though the night has given her a tender gift. She can still taste the sweetness of the fruit on her lips, can still hear the echoes of song in her ears. The gentle hush remains in her heart, a quiet guardian that promises soothing dreams. Each footstep draws her closer to slumber as her spirit floats in a serene, contented haze. Up ahead, the lights of a low-rise apartment building glow softly. Lucia looks forward to the quiet refuge of her room, the crisp sheets that beckon her to surrender to rest. She pauses at the water's edge a final time, allowing the last wash of surf to kiss her feet, a gentle farewell from the ocean. The full moon lingers overhead, illuminating the path with a pale, comforting light. Stepping off the beach, Lucia ascends a short staircase and finds herself on a dimly lit street. The hush of the ocean still resonates, muffling the distant hum of night traffic. Even the street lights seem subdued, casting only the faintest aura on the pavement. The faint fragrance of night-blooming jasmine drifts through the air, lending the moment an ethereal sweetness. She breathes it in, allowing the scent to guide her into a deeper calm. After a short walk, she arrives at a simple door. Behind it lies her space of rest, a place where she can fold into the embrace of nighttime peace. She turns the key gently, enters, and closes the door with barely a sound. Inside, the air is still, cooled by the evening's gentle breeze through an open window. She can hear the hush of the sea in the distance, the lullaby that cradles the entire city. Lucia sets down her sandals, turning out the lights until only a single soft lamp remains. She pours a small glass of cool water and takes a slow sip, feeling the liquid calm her from the inside. The memory of the night's festivities and gentle music hovers in her mind like a tender refrain. She sits on the edge of the bed, unhurriedly, running a hand across the smooth fabric of the coverlet. The final lamp clicks off, enveloping the room in gentle darkness. The sound of her breath mingles with the faint rustle of a curtain in the breeze. She settles her head on a cool pillow, eyes closing of their own accord. Drifting on the memory of moonlit waves, her consciousness sinks into a soft and expansive quiet. In her dreams, the lanterns still glow, the guitar softly strums, and the sea continues its timeless serenade. In this shared hush, the city breathes as one, a deep and drowsy exhalation that welcomes slumber. The festival of calm by the shore remains like a guiding star, offering a pathway to rest and renewal for all who shared in its gentle embrace. Lucia's night is wrapped in the lull of wave and wind, a lullaby that carries her far from any worries or to-do lists. Like a warm tide, sleep washes over her, smooth and comforting. And so the beach empties, returning to its primordial stillness. No footprints remain, but those the waves will soon erase. The moon stands watch, gazing upon the rolling water. Scattered stars slide across the sky, pulled on an ancient orbit. Each distant reflection in the ocean's surface is a silent testament to the quiet power of night. Eventually, the last lamp flickers out, leaving only the hush of sea, sky, and the heartbeat of a city at rest. In that hush, all are welcome to dream. The vast canopy of the night sky holds every gentle moment in tender arms. Whether you find yourself in a simple apartment with the sound of waves in your window, or a quiet place far from the shore, the lullaby of the evening offers solace. The mind eases, muscles soften, the heart beats steadily. Nighttime covers all with a soft blanket of peace. Now, dear traveler, allow your breath to deepen once more. Feel the weight of your body gently settle. Remember the delicate warmth of lanterns on the sand, the shimmer of moonlight on rolling waves, the soft strum of guitar chords weaving through the hush. Let each image glide into the background of your mind, a tapestry of serenity ready to welcome you into the sweetest slumber. Feel your eyelids grow heavier, soothed by the tender memory of ocean breezes and gentle music. Notice how your breathing slows, each inhale and exhale a lull in your own internal tide. With every breath you drift further, gently, softly, into a sanctuary of rest. Tensions melt away, replaced by the comforting hush of that moonlit beach, the faint echo of laughter and song, the caress of midnight's breeze. The night embraces you as it embraced the shore, the city, and every soul who found peace beneath the moon's gentle gaze. You are safe, you are calm, you are enveloped in the quiet hum that connects you to the rhythm of the sleeping world. Nothing more is asked of you. Drift deeper, beloved dreamer, and allow yourself to rest in this cradle of hush and warmth. Soon the edges of consciousness blur. Dreams whisper in the distance, calling softly, promising a journey of kind and gentle visions. You can let go now, sinking into the support beneath you, allowing your mind to float toward that tranquil horizon. In the same way the tide embraces the shore, let the arms of restful sleep envelop you with gentle acceptance. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well, and let the calm rhythms of the ocean guide your dreams. Let each breath be a quiet wave, rolling toward a shore of infinite serenity. May you awaken refreshed, knowing that the gentle hush of night remains within you, a spark of peace you carry wherever you go. Sleep well, and may the music of Rio's moonlit beach forever cradle you in serenity.